Welcome back to Boring Reviews. Annoyed here.
Pleasantly.
Annoying.
No, what's the word?
Bothersome.
No, pleasantly, like, I'm at peace. Like, I'm good where I'm at right now.
Content.
Pleasantly content here.
I'm
making noises now?
just...
Are you imitating my creaky chair?
Sorry. And we are reacting to I am in an ongoing feud with a cat who walked 100 miles to torment me.
Okay, lie. The winning streak will continue for me.
Okay.
It's a lie.
Then I'll say
a cat
true.
walked 100 miles.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. But I'm going true.
But I'm excited. I'm excited. I think she's going with truth. I'm excited to check it out and hear about this ongoing feud. It seems very, very intense.
Are you excited?
It would be impossible to be intense if you think about it, because you only could be inside one tent at a time. You can't be intense unless there was a tent built inside a tent, and you'd be intense. All right, with that,
like I said at the beginning, annoying, frustrating.
If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
I didn't know pushing down my hat is the same as hitting a bell.
It is.
You can ring my bell anytime you want. You can ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
That song has always been in my head.
Why?
Just because, you know, I used to watch TV a lot as a kid, and you had the same commercials, and there was like these CDs where it would have like 30 classic rock songs or just pop songs, and they would that would always be one of them. Anyways,
what were those called? That's all.
It wasn't one of those, but it was a different compilation.
Oh, okay.
But yes, that was that one too. Here she goes.
I am in an ongoing feud with a cat who walked 100 miles to torment me.
David's team.
Whose is the cat?
It doesn't belong to anyone. It's feral. The cat is essentially a criminal in my eyes. He attacks my cats. He breaks into my house.
He breaks it? How do you mean breaks into your house?
Is anyone going to do the cat burglar joke, or we're letting it go? I don't mind, I'll hand it over if anyone wants it.
When you say breaks into your house, do you mean he just walks in?
Get rid of the first bit.
Yeah, how does it get in?
First of all, he just walked in through the cat flap because I have my own cat.
Right, that's not breaking in. You cannot blame a cat for walking through a cat flap.
I now have a more advanced cat flap, which doesn't quite stop him 100% of the time.
What is the new cat flap technique? Is it a chip cat flap?
Yes.
So you've chipped your two cats with a chip cat flap, but the feral cat sometimes
Are you Dr. Zeus?
What he does is the batteries in the cat flap only last 6 weeks. So he systematically tests the cat flap to see when the batteries have been exhausted, and then when they run out, it releases completely, and then he can gain access.
Does he sit on the outside looking at other cats going...
It's like the electrical fences, like where you see in the movies, like they throw rocks at to see if, it's not charged right now, we can now go in.
That, or he could have just said he just follows his cat in, scans the cat.
I don't believe any of it.
I can wait.
So what does the cat do once it gains access?
He beats up my cats, he eats their food, and then he sleeps in their bed.
No. So is it like a sort of violent Goldilocks?
This 100, you said 100 miles.
Yes, I did.
Talk a little bit more about that.
I called the RSPCA to get rid of this cat. They refused to come out, but they did supply me with a trap. I trapped it, caught it, took it to the local vet. They then said, we'll release it.
Oh, right.
I said, you can't release it near my house because it will just come right back.
Right.
And that's when they said, yep, we'll get the RSPCA to take it to a cat sanctuary 100 miles away.
No.
Up in the sky. No.
I don't think the RSPCA would allow that.
What would allow it to be taken away to a cat sanctuary?
Taken away from its family
But
That
that
doesn't
is
have a
not
family.
its
What do you
family.
mean? How do you know it's not got a family? So you don't.
I do. If it does have a family, it doesn't like them very much. Because it lives with me.
They could be worried sick.
Well, he found his
So
way
the
back.
RSPCA will take this 100 miles away
Yeah.
to a sanctuary.
Yeah,
And
give or
then
take,
it's
give or
what
take.
happens then?
wild.
Well, I have probably 6 weeks of bliss of no feral cat interfering with my cats.
So then what happened?
I was quite sad that Mark Dennis was no longer around.
Who?
Mark Dennis.
Who is Mark Dennis?
Mark Dennis is the cat.
And why Mark
So
Dennis?
bad you named him twice.
Because the cat was a black cat. He was a dark menace, but I didn't want to, you know, paint him with that brush, so I decided to soften it a little bit and call him Mark Dennis.
And then what happened?
He found his way back.
From 100 miles away.
Do you know for a fact they took him 100 miles away? They might, because that sounded unlikely.
No, I believe them, though, because I kept in touch with them. I was worried about the cat, because when I had taken it in, the last few times when it had burgled my house, it had a slight infection in its lungs, and it would snore loudly at night, like a fully grown man would snore.
You hear it snoring in the garden.
In my kitchen.
Oh, you break into the kitchen,
Yeah.
beat up your cats, eat all the food, and then have a really loud sleep.
When you put it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
So describe, if you can, the moment when Mark Dennis returned, because it must have been quite dramatic.
And noisy.
Sorry, you're taking me back.
Yeah.
Again, it was the snoring. I thought, it can't be Mark Dennis, because he's 100 miles away.
I love it.
I went down, and then he did the usual thing. He ran for the cat flap and ran into the garden.
Diane, what are you thinking?
Well, at first I didn't believe when he said,
I'm not changing my original prediction. Lie.
Stay with true then.
Unison, me and you.
True.
One team.
True.
One answer.
True.
Oh my gosh.
the RSPCA drove it 100 miles. But then he's naming it, and it's got a lung infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is the... I mean, it's a good name to come up with, Mark Dennis, Dark Menace.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
True.
So you're going to say true?
Stop.
So we're going to say true.
Stop.
Okay. Rory,
Stop.
was it true or was it a lie?
Well, it was very true.
Now, you did not really think that was true at all, did you?
To be honest, you hear about animals traveling.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
No, but here's the thing. You hear about animals traveling forever and forever. I will be 100% honest. At the beginning, I just said true to oppose you. 'cause I didn't
100
know.
miles.
But he had some good facts. But it was the way he was trying not to laugh that made me feel like
That's why I thought.
this is real.
That's why I thought he was. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Haven't you ever told a story that's like so ridiculous that you
Yes.
can't contain yourself? You're like, I
But-
know it's stupid, but this is what happened. If you guys know me and my friends know, I have those stories all the live long day that, how does this happen to you? Because I'm an idiot, because that's what I do. I mean, if you were to look at the bruises on my legs of all the things I've ran into this week.
Well, that's just being a klutz.
I know. But that's like the funny thing. Like when I'm teaching, I walk into desks and then like flop over chairs.
I can't believe it. Like, I honestly cannot believe that was... Just when he thinks he's got it figured out, he realizes he knows nothing at all.
I'm so glad. Nick had originally picked one that we had already seen, not realizing it, and so we picked a different one, like at the moment,
this was a great one.
on the fly, and this was so perfect.
Yeah, it's so hilarious.
I loved his face.
He was hilarious. I love how he hated the cat, but he missed the cat. He names the cat.
He burgled.
Snores like an old man. Or maybe he didn't say an old man, it's an adult.
He
I'm not
did.
sure.
I guess it made.
Burgles. I love that word, burgles, by the way. I'm impressed that the panel was like, no, I think it's, I thought there was no chance. I wasn't even worried about it. Whatever. If you like our reaction and my blunder once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Bye.